Did you ever say like, when I win, it was me, and when I lose, it were the others? Did you ever hear this, or did you ever say this yourself? This is your locus of control. What is the locus of control? We decide between internal locus and external locus. What does this mean? What is my internal locus? What does this mean? I control the moment with my actions, with my decisions, with my effort. I control the outcome I will receive. What is the external locus? The external locus is others, other people with their actions, their decisions, or fate and luck. They control my moments, they control my outcome. And you can use this locus of control for yourself. I would personally say that the internal locus of control is the better one. You're going to see this, but just like this. And you can use this, of course, to see the locus of control for others, and this will imply certain things for you that you can use. And I want to give you this protocol that you can use. Okay? A lot of usage here. So let's start with the protocol. And let's assume you're talking to your friend or someone you just recently met. And if you have not that much time to talk to the person, to talk with the person, then this first step is quite crucial. I want you to talk with them, have a chit chat or something. And then you share a relatable story about, yeah, I was going to the gym, but recently I'm failing or it's not going well for me. Then you're going to deploy the question, the main question, which is, when things don't go as planned in your work, in your life, in your projects, how do you chalk it up? What do you do? And then it will answer. And now it will either work or it won't work, okay? But no worries. If it is going to work, then they are probably something like, yeah, I often feel like I am the problem when my things don't go wrong or my things go wrong. I feel like I am the problem. Like in the gym, I also notice what you're talking about in the gym. I'm giving my best, but then I don't rest enough or I don't eat enough if they have the internal locus. Or they might say, yeah, it's just weird. I'm just getting sick out of nowhere, and then like the gym is not going well for me, but yeah, what can I do about it? And they might not answer with any of these specific things. They might say something neutral like, when things don't go as planned for me, I normally see what I can do next. Something neutral, something not so specific to your question. Then you need to follow up with some more probes. A few more questions that you can use in order to see what their locus of control might be, okay? You can now ask, when they tell a story, I also had moments where time wrecked my whole thing, where time wrecked my situation, my outcome. How do you handle that? And whatever they're going to answer, it is simply going to imply the locus. But this might not be the case, okay? Then we can go into more specific thing. If you, for example, have more time to observe the person, or if you have more time that we can spend with them, we are also going to see what the locus of control is. And let me tell you, I think it's personally the most easiest thing that you can observe. All of these little other things like body language it's quite hard if you have to observe certain aspects or a lot of aspects, but the locus of control is something you can relatively easy get, like as easy as seeing if someone is left-handed or right-handed. So what are the clues that give us the internal locus? A lot of statements like, I did this and that, I did that and that. They talk about strategies and skills. Also, if we have internal locus of control, we are more likely to talk about strategies and skills. And then people are also going to talk about their proactive behavior, like I planned ahead, I set my goal for 2025 exactly. Those people with internal locus of control, like I'm talking about absolutes, let me tell you this, and I yeah, I'm going to get to it later. They're also going to talk with an emotional tone, like they're optimistic and empowered. Like even if they fail at something, they'll be like, okay, I learned something, let's move on, let's get to the next one. But you gotta be careful because people with locus of control, which is internal, might seem or might think that they can control anything. What are the clues for external locus of control? You're going to hear a lot of they or it statements. They are going to describe that fate or luck made the situation worse or better, depending on the situation. A lot of waiting for things that are going to happen instead of proactively engaging with the situation, more of reactive behavior. In situations where those people with external locus of control think that they can't do anything, they are going to have a very emotional tone and going to state things like, what can I do about it? What shall I do about it? I don't know, whatever. And what you gotta be careful here is that they might fall into victim mentality. I'm of course talking in absolutes here, and it's never absolutes. Sometimes, especially for locus of control, it can be absolutes, but it's not always absolutes. And I'm telling you that you might be both, that you might have internal locus of control and external locus of control, depending on the situation. And if you see that someone, when he or she wins, has internal locus, but when he or she loses, has external locus of control, you gotta notice this. And it is quite likely that it will occur. I want to talk about the meaning of these clues. The meaning, what you can or how you can use it. For internal locus of control, I want you that you talk about with them about their possibilities, what they specifically can do in order to change the situation. So when you talk with them about change, say you can do exactly this, this and that. And don't tell them something about time will change, time will heal your wounds. No, you can do this and that to heal the situation, to make it better. I want you to collaborate with these people because manipulation or something will really cracken up the relationship to them. I mean, it's with like mostly everybody, but with them even more. I want you to give them direct feedback and challenge them, because when they can act upon something, this is always good and it will build your relationship to those people. Might be even be to you. Then if you see that someone has external locus of control, the meaning, I want you that you make it feel low effort for them. So when they have to act upon something, tell them, don't worry, time will heal the wounds, but I want you to just do this and that for a certain amount. Or say them, now it's the perfect time to change. It's 2025, it's the perfect year to change. Or everybody's seeing results. You will also see results because everybody will see results if you only invest some time in it. If you want to build a relationship with them, you can tell them that they are right. When they say, it's just bad luck that I lost in the race, you tell them, yeah, it was bad luck, even though they should have run faster. And I hope you understand my points and you can use this a bit better to understand yourself and others. Until then, see ya.